So, happy Wednesday morning to you. I've driven in rather a precarious drive up to the car park at Hay Bluff. Just parked over there behind me. There's some people mountain biking next to me. Pulled all the blinds up so it doesn't get too hot in there during the course of the day. And now I'm going to head up Hay Bluff, which is the mountain there. Hay Bluff has got Offa's Dyke path on it, so it's got the boundary between England and Wales. So I'll be setting foot back in England again today. It's a beautiful morning, glorious sunshine, and really quite warm. So I've got sun cream on, and I've got plenty of water, and as you can probably see, I've only got a small day pack on as well. No need for my big rucksack today, because this should only be a couple of hours walk, but knowing me, I'll probably stretch it to about 4. Just continuing the strange coincidences that you find when you're away on holiday. Here I am in Wales, and at the campsite last night a load of Gurkhas turned up who are based in Maidstone in Kent. Again, Maidstone's like 10 miles from me over in Kent, and they've come over to the Black Mountains to do some navigation exercises. It's always funny how you meet people from close to home, however far away you are, however remote the place you are. There'll always be somebody who hails from the same part of the world as you. I'm always taking the opportunity to look for wild camping spots. I'm up on the top of Hay Bluff at the moment. You can see right in the distance down the bottom there the car park where I've parked, so not very far away, less than a mile. Lovely panoramic views all the way round and over to Twumper over there. And just here there's actually a relatively flat spot. It's got a little bit of a slope, but really beautiful views for a wild camp, and I'm not far but shielded from the trig point just up there. It's just at the top of the path that's now closed, so it used to be a very well frequented area. I guess less so now, but for future reference this may be a very good wild camp spot if I ever want to do a summit camp. And of course, here's the Hay Bluff trig point. Seen it in so many photos and videos. Looking a little bit worse for wear now. The whitewashing on it has definitely seen better days, hasn't it? But nice to see the Welsh dragon on it. Touch the trig point. No idea why. Oh, bless me. Whilst I'm on Offa's Dyke path, although it's really a passé thing to do, I've got to do it. I'm in England. I'm in Wales. England. Wales. Never cross the borders so quickly. Another thing I notice up here, if you look over behind me there, you can see the second mountain in the distance, just in the haze. It's got like a broken back to it. That's the Skirrid, which was a mountain I climbed up last year. So it's nice to see it. That's down near Abergavenny. Can you hear those skylarks? I thought we had a lot of those at home. There's a lot more here. The drive up here today was really quite spectacular. The route I wanted to take was closed because there was some waterworks going on and they closed the road. So I had to take the back roads. And my goodness, are they tiny. I was driving along them, wing mirrors on both sides clipping the hedge as I'm going, and came across a 4x4 coming the other way and had to reverse the van quite a way down the road and into a passing space, in fact into a 1-in-4 slope up into a field. Really tiny little roads, really quite exciting in a rather perverse way. I've just stopped on the side of Hay Bluff on the bridleway for a late lunch and a drink and sit down for a bit and just admiring the view. Look at this. Is there anything better than just resting and eating, drinking with a view like that? I don't think there is. Beats eating at my office desk anyway. While I'm walking back, I think I do another update in my part-time critiques of OS Maps. Bring back View Ranger. OS Maps. I've downloaded all of the maps of this area so that I've got them offline. When I'm out of signal, it brings a pop-up up saying unable to load maps, something went wrong that I need to clear. Got offline maps. When I do have signal, it fires up a pop-up saying downloading maps via cellular may cost money. Yes, I know, and I've probably cleared that 100 times, but it still asks me every single time. The biggest problem I have with it though is that I can't drop a pin. So that potential wild camp spot that I thought, this could work, I wanted to drop a pin. You cannot drop a pin on the app in OS Maps. Surely that is an absolute basic requirement of a mobile mapping app. There you go. Bring back View Ranger, if only. I'm now coming towards the end of another delightful walk in the Black Mountains, up to the top of Hay Bluff and back down again. And I just thought I'd stop off at this location here, particularly for Jonathan Fox. This little triangle of Rhode Island here is where the opening scene of American Werewolf in London was filmed, where the two chaps got dropped off and then they walked to the local pub, which apparently is nowhere near here and isn't a pub. It was actually a house converted into a pub. But yep, that's where I am at the moment, the opening scene of American Werewolf in London. So there's a perfectly good car park there. People seem to feel the need to park on the grass verges. Two vans parked on the grass verges for some bizarre reason, when there's loads of room in the car park. No accounting for what some people do. So according to the map, at Hay Bluff car park there's a stone circle. So if I swing you round, this is the stone circle. It's not particularly impressive. In fact, I would say that it's two stones. Calling it a circle, I think it has some imagination. Could be a stone line, could be a stone dodecahedron, but without all the other 10 points. Who knows? Now I have to say, the natural rock formation's a little bit more interesting than the man-made stone circle. Sheep seem to think that as well. A little resting place to shelter. The trees growing out of the rock. You can see that tree is actually an integral part of the rock. I guess it's grown up through it and has cracked it, cleaved the rock. Well, what a gorgeous spot this is. It's on the River Hay, just outside Hay on Wye. It was in my wild swimming app. It was a really lovely place. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I'd like to say the water was near freezing, but it's not. It's like a lukewarm bath. It was really pleasant in there. It's not really that invigorating because it's not freezing cold, but it's an absolutely beautiful spot. Really secluded. The beach, the Warren, is further down. There's quite a lot of people bathing down there, so I'm on the opposite side, and oh, there's a fish jumping out of the water. Guess it's after all the flies that are down there. Yes, so I'm on the other side of the Hay to the beach, so I'm on the north side. The beach is to the south side. It really is gorgeous here. Lovely and warm water, really tranquil. Makes you pleased to be alive doing things like this.